Well, it looks like the scam is in, and price of gold and silver, all got smashed down in April. At the same time, it's not just the everyday buyers. It's not China. It's the big guys that have been withdrawing gold from the vaults. And I got to, well, they're never really going to default because they'll settle in cash, right? That's why they really don't default, right? And if industry is down, they can wait a little while. I guess silver's going to be the big problem. Gold isn't really. But they never really will default because they'll settle in cash. So don't count on that too much. But still, that can drive the price way the hell up. And who the hell knows? Maybe that separation of physical and electronic prices may occur. But I don't think so. I think it's just the price is just going to go up surprisingly fast. And that's, as usual, the metals are going to throw people off. I want to point something out too, like I said back in January of 2013, the six largest bullion banks were major short position on gold. The thing they were least short on was oil. So they got it 100% correct. Probably due to the inside information. What the hell else is new? Basically, the COMEX is running out of gold, and it's going out the door a lot faster than. Well, let me put it this way. The price of silver has declined 30% since April 12th, right? The big takedown. While there's been a huge 45% in the decline of silver stocks from the Shanghai Exchange, and the COMEX inventories have virtually remained flat. So what the hell can I tell you, man? It's a scam, right? I mean, they're driving the price down so they can buy it. They want that. They want the real stuff. That's why the price went down. So you think the dollar is a safe haven? I don't think so. I don't think so. My worry is for the future is when it goes way up, they're going to tax the hell out of it. They did that with oil. They had a major excise tax with it back in 1979 when oil went through the roof. Basically when they had the Iran-Iraq war, and the Shah was ousted and all that stuff like that. They had the Iran-Iraq war and a culmination of silver, gold, and platinum and palladium prices. Actually, silver, platinum, and palladium all pretty much moved up about the same percentage points back then. It was like they all moved together. It's almost like, you're not going to see one stay way the hell down while, it could do that like in the short term, but it's not going to happen that way. You're basically going to see everything move together. Now, I want to point something else out. This was interesting because it was about I think it's a Brazilian billionaire, E.K. Batista. He was the seventh richest man in the world at one point in time, just real recently, and now he's losing like $2 million a day. He's broke. He's broke. So I'm going to tell you this: it is possible if you're filthy rich to freaking really screw up. But the people on the top that are filthy rich, they didn't get to that position by being stupid, right? I mean, that's why they don't. It's not because they have the money per se, the aggregate amount of money that they could just afford to buy something or whatever the hell it is. It's like they've been making the right moves for a long period of time, so it's not like they're going to do something stupid all of a sudden. So it really doesn't matter exactly how much you have. It's a matter of how you play the game. If you play it right, you're going to get up in that higher area, but the thing is, it's not easy to hold that money anyway. Believe me, it's not. So, there's a lot of pitfalls to having a lot of money. Not that I know what that would be like, but the one best thing you should do is to play low key. Very low key. Because the more low key you play, the less parasites and users you get around you. And I think that is one of the most important bits of information I can give anybody. If there's holders of silver and they sell it at the right time and it goes up to triple digits and all this kind of garbage and have all this other money, you're going to have a lot of crummy friends that are crummy friends and act real sweet to you. So keep your damn mouth shut. That's all I got to say. Anyway, it looks like the big scam has been in. I really don't, I didn't expect expect, I kind of expected it to drop a little more but I'm so bullish on the metals, I didn't expect it to get slammed down that much. But it is a fact that gold did not get slammed down that much percentage-wise in its 5,000-year history. That the stuff that happened in April. So tell me, and they're buying it. The people, it's not just the little people, it's the big investors are actually taking the physical stuff out of the vaults. Now, I don't know, we had this deal with the fire with the JP Morgan vaults, whatever. I don't know what that crap was about. But I smell like, for real, that things are going to change, and unexpectedly. But the one big drawback is, well, besides them raising margin requirements and playing that game, is going to be taxation. I just think if when silver and gold go way the hell up and the metals go way up, they are going to put so many restrictions on these bullion dealers. It's going to be ridiculous, because they're going to be saying, oh, you got this windfall profit. No. Windfall profit. That's because the dollar's going down. You didn't get no profit. Your money's staying the same. Everything else is going to be going up that you need, and you're not going to have profit per se. It's because they're killing the dollar. But they're going to try to take a major percentage of it, because in relation to the dollar, your metals are going to go up. That's the one part I didn't like. But the scam is in, man, big time. They drove down all the prices of metals in April. And actually, these same bullion banks that were short gold by whopping amounts over anything else back in January of 2013, they are now net long gold as of May 2013, mid-May. So, I mean, I don't like playing conspiracy leaders, pump the freaking metals and all this kind of garbage like that. I'm not playing that kind of game. I'm using plain common sense. That's all I do. I mean, I don't really try to play one side or just have an opinion. I just try to look for what the angle is. And that's really what the deal is. That's really what's going on. So, I'm just going to say again, if you actually have turned out with massive amounts of money, I'm going to tell you, it's, you think you can't lose it? You can lose it. You can lose it. You can lose it, just like this guy in Brazil did. He was the 7th richest man in the world. He's pretty much busted now. So, it's not a matter of how much you have. It's a matter of making the right moves. And most people who have a lot of money have made the right moves for a long period of time, so they're not stupid and they don't make dumb moves in the future. It's not that they got so much money to buy something. It's just that they make correct moves. And it looks like the people in the know, they went short on gold earlier this year. They deliberately slammed down gold in the commodities on purpose, and they were buying the physical stuff. Not a conspiracy, not a theory. It's disappearing from the vaults super quick. And I do not think that means there'll be a COMEX default, because they will settle in cash. But the one thing I keep thinking that's going to be a problem later on is when this goes way up is excise taxes. So keep all this crap in mind. They're scamming you, and I know there's going to be I just love, these people before that were telling me about, oh, the dollar's going to, well, still, silver's only $20, gold is way the hell down on 1,300. It's still way busted down. But right now, you're seeing some life again, and I think you're going to see a lot more life in it too. It's going to hit record highs before you know it, and it creeps up on you like nothing. And the people, it's like the ones that are always bearish. They look right for this one period of time because they were bearish on gold and silver for the last, 4 years probably, and now they're going to be way wrong again. Now the big trick is going to be when to sell, because I think it is going to go way up. And my strategy is to play conservative and do it in steps. So that's just my own strategy, because I think if it gets way the hell up there, they're going to do one of two things. They're going to tax the crap out of it, or They're going to bust it down with trying to do his gazillion margin rate increases. So, if you see gold, silver go up to past 60, you should sell a little bit. That would be my advice, even though that's probably going to be way too low. But, like I said, just a little bit.